This is the inside of a spaceship. You are all currently on a journey through space. Are you familiar with Noah's Ark? That's right, we have abandoned the Earth. There's no danger of police brutality, drunk drivers, pyromaniacs, or your mental neighbors. Breathing problems resulting from exhaust fumes or atmospheric pollution are no longer a concern. And of course, there's no need to worry yourself with exams or competitive rivalry. However, there are still rules in this free and beautiful world. Freedom can only exist supported by the bonds of rules. If you desire at all costs to return to that helpless shithole of a planet, then follow the rules. Do you understand what I am saying? Did you hear that? Follow the rules laid out before you. Rubbing the sleep out of my eyes, I slowly rose from the bed. In Mizuno's room. That's right, we all promised to have breakfast together. I'd better get going. I left Mizuno's room and headed for the cafeteria. When I arrived in the cafeteria, several people were already there. Good morning to you, Naegi. Listen to this, I was the first one to arrive this morning. Good morning. Morn. Early to rise, I see. The people gathered in the first wave were those of the students with good habits category, and the ones who showed up a bit late.
Hi.
What's up? Sorry I'm late. It took a bit longer to do my makeup than usual. Oh dear. Please excuse my tardiness, I was so engaged in my morning work. Students with slightly loose adherence to time, most high schoolers probably fall into this group. And then there were the ones who make everyone wait, drifting in unfashionably late. Sorry I'm late. Good morning, everyone. My bad, I slept in. What? Is there something wrong with me being late? I didn't oversleep. I just couldn't find my way, dude. I got lost in the Bermuda Triangle. True as truth. Those to whom time holds no meaning, living at their own pace, can be concerned about others. And thus everyone finally gathered. Under normal circumstances, that would have been true. We're not all here yet. Still missing Mizuno and Togami. I expected no less of a Togami, but Mizuno should have been with the students with good habits crowd. And yet she wasn't here. What? Did something happen?
Oh.
Yo, Togami, you seen Mizuno around? Like I'd know where she is. I left my room and came straight here. Has she forgotten our breakfast oath? She lives her life by her schedule. Listening to them talk, the small seed of apprehension planted in my breast slowly began to sprout. I'm gonna go check on her. No sooner than words had left my mouth, I darted out into the hall. I arrived at my destination, not too far from where I just left. Oh dang, snap. Something happened in here. It was a right kerfluffle in here, wasn't it? Oh good golly gee gosh. In the span of a single night had transformed into something completely different. What happened here? This is the gilded practice sword I brought back with me for self-defense. The blade has been drawn from the scabbard. More importantly, what about Mizuno? The keychain has fallen to the floor with my name on it. When we exchanged rooms, I gave this to Mizuno. There are marks on the walls and floor, like they were slashed with a blade or something. More importantly, what about Mizuno? Fine, let's go check on Mizuno, you— oh my god, you pansy. I peeked into the shower. I peeked into the shower. It took a while for me to realize I was screaming. The sight before me burned itself into my retinas. And then... The stage went dark. I opened my eyes to a wide, open ceiling. A somewhat familiar wide, open ceiling. I sat up, and this time I saw a face. A somewhat familiar face. Why are we all here? What's going on? Guys, you need to stop dragging me places. Seriously. You're finally awake. You okay? This ain't the time for a nice relaxing wake up. Or your ass up. What happened? Dude, you lost consciousness. Nags, we just carried you here. It is not unthinkable in such a situation. Such a situation. Naegi, are you sure you're okay? It wasn't a dream? That wasn't a dream? No, that was reality. Sayaka Mizuno is dead. A thick, slimy despair spread through my body, then burst out like an explosion. I jumped up and ran. Why do you intend to go? What do you think? I have to see Mizuno. I have to see Mizuno. Everyone's already confirmed it. There's no doubt Sayaka Mizuno is dead. No, I'm going. He said sit still. What's going to change if you go? Well, what's the point in staying here? And anyway, what's everyone doing in the gymnasium at a time like this? Our friend Mizuno. She's dead. Dead. It finally hit me when that word left my mouth. Mizuno is dead. We're not here of our own will either. Then why? It isn't obvious. Monokuma, he told us to gather here. Of course we objected. What are you saying? Something terrible has happened to Mizuno. However, it was my suggestion. I recommended we all follow his orders from the time being. We're prisoners, are we not? There's little merit in us fighting back every step of the way. To avoid any more needless sacrifice. Why should we have to listen to that thing, what that thing tells us to do? It's obvious that he is the one who killed Mizuno. I wouldn't do something like that. If you believe anything, believe that. You dare show your face? Unless a rule has been violated, I will not personally get involved. And I certainly wouldn't do anything that goes against the spirit of Academy life. I'm famous at safari parks for being twice as stringent about the rules as the other bears. But then, who killed? You already know the answer. It was one of you guys who killed Sayaka Mizuno. At those words, we fell into complete silence. One of us killed Mizuno. That's not possible. Is something wrong? Your face looks like a dove that got mowed down by a Gatling gun. Come on, didn't we already go over this? All that happened was one of you guys killed Mizuno so you could graduate. Those are the rules, there's nothing wrong with it. You're lying, yes? Of course he's lying, he's the one who killed her. Nope, the killer is one of you guys. The person who did the deed should know that perfectly well. Huh? Unconsciously, I looked around at everyone's faces. Everyone else was doing the same. We traded glances, laced with fear, confusion, and suspicion. Back and forth, back and forth. Is that the truth? Who? Who killed her? My goodness. Some of you still can't accept it. Shut it. I ain't buying that shit. Silence. Well, it's still there. I have something I'd like to verify with the teddy bear over there. Assuming one of us really is a murderer, that person is able to graduate, correct? Huh? Don't play stupid. You said so yourself. One can graduate by committing murder. Why the guffaw? Because... You're naive. Way too naive. You think it's just that easy? You just gotta kill someone? That's hugely naive. Devilishly naive. Hellishly naive. Quite the contrary, the real fun starts here. The real fun? Then how about this? Let me tell you about the supplemental rules concerning graduation. As you've explained to you already, you can't graduate unless you kill someone. But in doing so, there was another promise you had to keep too, wasn't there? The 6th rule. You must not betray to the other students that you were a murdering villain. I believe that's what you're referring to, yes? Bingo! Just killing isn't good enough. You gotta do the deed and get away with it. So a short while after you off some poor sucker, to see if you satisfy those conditions, we'll hold a class trial. The class trial will begin a few hours after a corpse has been discovered, during which the murderous villain will have his fierce showdown on the class courtroom versus the remaining students, the heroes. By the by, this word you keep repeating, punished. What do you mean? Just put it simply, I'm talking executed. Executed? What do you mean executed? In other words, if we are correct in choosing the killer, only the killer will be killed, but if we are wrong, all of us will be executed. Such a smart chimpanzee. That deadpan appeal of innocence is a nice little trick too. Basically, this is like the lay judge system in the outside world. You guys are the ones who decide who the criminal is. However, you can't make that decision lightly. All you guys' lives are at stake after all. I'll add all that to the school rules, so you can go back and look at it whenever. Wait just a second. This is all like totally crazy. What's all this crap about class trials? There's no way I'm participating. And why is that? Like you even need to ask. Why should I have to play this find the culprit game with you? What's this? Someone won't participate in the class trial? Then they must be penalized. Huh? Penalized? I'll probably lock you up in a dark and scary prison or something. Quit your babbling. Even if you threaten me, I'm still not participating. How selfish. You're the one to be selfish, making us kill each other. Leave me out of it. With such an overwhelming evil power staring at me in the eyes, I'm shaking in my boots. But I will not yield to the darkness. Monokuma will always fight to the bitter end. If you truly wish to pass, you must take me down first. As he finished, Monokuma charged, his feet pitter-pattering against the hard floor. But... there.
園長ことモノクマへの暴力を禁ずる法則違反だね。召喚魔法を発動する。助けて、ウングニルの槍。
Well then.
おかしくない。なんで。
In her final moments, Anishima's eyes went wide. And just like that, she never moved again. What? No. You're shitting me. Inconceivable. I'm really feeling it right now. The importance of tropes. I was wanting to avoid causing any unnecessary deaths, if at all possible. But I guess a sacrificial lamb really is necessary. Man, I love that trope. But hey, you guys get it now, don't you?
僕は本気だよ。逆らう生徒は蜂の巣になったり爆発させられたり生き埋めにされたり溶かされたりエトセトラエトセトラ。そんな風になりたくなかったらお前らは学園の校則にしっかりと従うこと。
Anishima's body, skewered by spears. A pool of blood was forming beneath it. That was the first time I had seen the moment of a person's death. Anyone could tell just by looking. Anishima, our friend until just a moment ago, was dead, killed, terminated. And it all happened just like that. This is death. It's nothing to be surprised about. She's just dead. All she is dead. It's as ridiculously apparent as the inevitable destruction of mankind. It's as stunningly natural as the inevitable end of the world. This isn't some RPG. Cram as many bird feathers down her throat as you want, she ain't coming back. Nope, this is reality. Why did you kill her? Weren't you going to imprison her? I changed my mind. You didn't premeditate for her murder? Premeditate? How do you spell that? Premeditate? I premeditated her murder. Is that what you said? Hey, I'm Monokuma. That's not terribly important. I have something I need to give you guys before you start searching for the book. This is a file with some data I gathered on the corpse. I call it the Monokuma file. Monokuma file is basically just an autopsy report. I mean, you guys are amateurs. There's only so much you could find out from a corpse. So I went ahead and gathered info on the body and anything cause of death for you. Now you're wondering how I know what the cause of death is? I watched the whole thing, start to finish, in stunning, high-definition clarity, thanks to my security cameras. Then you know who the culprit is, the one who killed Meisno. You betcha. If I didn't, I couldn't make an impartial judgment at the class trial, now could I? Yes, your judgment should be impartial. I'm slightly relieved to hear that.
Yeah!
Alrighty then. Best of luck with your investigation. You're going to need all the luck you can get. Do what you gotta do. I'll be seeing you again soon at the class trial. And with that, Monokuma left, leaving us confused, bewildered, alone with Anishima's horribly mangled body. For some time, not a one of us could even open our mouths to speak. Naturally, we were shocked by Meisno's and Anishima's irrational deaths. But that wasn't all. Someone in this room killed another human being. On top of that, we don't find out who did it, everyone else will be executed. We looked at each other with mistrusting eyes. Could things get any worse? However, despite this disturbing abnormality of our situation, she was not perturbed in the slightest. Is this really the time to be depressed? Besides, with everyone so blindly mistrusting of one another, much like blind faith, the outcome can only be disaster. Yeah? We need to work together. It's up to you who want to believe in and who you want to doubt. Indeed, fretting over the deceased won't benefit anyone. That's awful. I've warned you numerous times already, those who cannot adapt will simply die. Inability to adapt, disobedience, these things lead to death. You reap what you sow. You're terrible. Even in this situation, that's way out of line. We need to focus on figuring out who the killer is first of all. If we don't, then all of us will be executed. Precisely. It's time to begin the hunt. Either way, we cannot escape it. We have no other choice. We've got no choice. This is really our only choice. Execution my ass. You ain't fucking killing me. Shit, let's get going. We have no other choice. Every one of us was whispering that to ourselves, as if trying to instill in us some confidence and drive. Yes, we have no other choice. And if we don't want to, we have no other choice. Our one chance at holding on to our lives, we have no other choice. Beyond that, I need to know. Why was Mizuno killed? Why did Mizuno have to die? I'm afraid of the answer, but I have to know. If I don't, I'll never be able to accept Mizuno's death. And that's why. I have no choice. That was weird. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it for there. Good golly gosh.